I've already done a couple of videos on this vehicle because I think it's just so weird, unique, and as a result, it's really cool. I mean, how often can you buy an SUV slash wagon slash pickup truck? I mean, to be honest, it's a jack of all trades, so it's not going to do any of those things at a class leading ability, but the pricing of this car is actually really good. This is not a small vehicle. I think it's really good value for money considering it comes with such a big battery and some pretty damn good features as well. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Guys, there's been some pretty crazy stuff going on at the moment. I'd just like to remind you, my little boy, my 8-year-old, he said, "Dad, can you tell people on your channel about the new video we've made on our channel?" So Jack and Kel, my boys, they have a YouTube channel. I'll put a link to their channel in the description. They've done a video and I did it with them. It was all the three of us. We bought the most expensive burger you can buy at any fast food restaurant in Australia that I'm aware of. It cost us $57 for one single burger. It had 20 patties on it. So if you want to see the three of us having a bit of fun together, I'll put a link in the description below to that video. And if you could subscribe, that'd be great. It'll make them feel fantastic. They even just seeing one comment on their video, they get excited and they kind of makes them happy. So what's going on with this new electric vehicle? Well, the Deepal E07. E07 it's an electric SUV wagon, ute, pickup truck. It's everything. I don't know what you'd call this thing. It really is a utility vehicle. Pricing, $65,000 for the base model. That's Australian dollars, so that's about 40,000 American dollars. The top spec model is $74,000. So it's an additional $9,000 for the top spec model, which comes with a few more features and an additional motor, making it all-wheel drive. So you can't buy this car in the United States, but I think you will be able to buy it in Europe, Thailand, I believe as well, because it's made in right-hand drive. Quite a few different countries around the world are going to get Deepal vehicles within the next 6 months if they don't already have them. Both models come with an 89.98. So let's just say a 90 kilowatt hour nickel manganese cobalt battery. A bit of drama going on right now about nickel, but I want to point out the nickel source for these batteries does not come from the factory where 21 people died in Indonesia. That factory makes nickel, low-grade nickel, for the stainless steel industry. So if you feel enraged about nickel use, I understand that. But the majority of these factories in Indonesia that are producing nickel are actually producing it for stainless steel. In fact, 70% of all nickel used worldwide is used for stainless steel. Only about 5% is used for electric cars. And it comes from factories that have much higher safety standards because those factories have to be capable of producing high-grade nickel. It's a completely different type of thing. Anyhow, getting back to the story. Range, NEDC, which is annoying that they've quoted NEDC range, 642 kilometers. So probably about 580 kilometers WLTP. So, over 300, probably 350 miles EPA range. The all-wheel drive version gets not much less. It's only about 16 kilometers less range. Apparently, now I struggle to believe that's true, but that's what they say. So you're going to get a fair bit of range. Even that all-wheel drive version is going to give you at least 550 kilometers of range. This car is much more efficient, surprisingly, than the significantly smaller Kia EV5. This gives you some context. So I think it's actually pretty good value for money considering the size of the battery and the size of the car. This vehicle is more than 5 meters long. It's about 5.1 meters long, which means it's a bit longer than a Tesla Model S. It also has an 800 volt architecture. So obviously 800 volt architectures do cost more to manufacture, more expensive, but the trade-off is better charging. So charging speed is, I believe it's approximately 280 kilowatt charging speed. It's a pretty fast charging. You can add apparently around 300 kilometers of range in they say just under 15 minutes using a 350 kilowatt fast charger. So yeah, it's quite a good charging speed for this vehicle, which means that big battery is not going to take you forever to charge. Rear-wheel drive version is quite powerful. It's got a 252 kilowatt motor in the rear, 365 newton meters of torque. All-wheel drive version is crazy powerful. But anyway, that rear-wheel drive version, it'll do 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 6.9 seconds. And the all-wheel drive, It will do it in 3.9 seconds. Very fast for a vehicle this size. It's got 440 kilowatt and 645 newton meters of torque. And my friend Riz Akhtar from Carloop, he's published an article on the Driven. I'll put a link to that in the description where he's talked about it. And in that article, he has quoted something from Deepal. They've said, we're giving Australians something they've never seen before. I'd agree with that, that's for sure. A high-performance, ultra-versatile multi-truck with flexibility and freedom at its core. It can carry, cruise, camp, connect all in one package. Payload's not real heavy. It's 300 kilograms. It's not really a proper pickup truck in that sense. It's more made as a utility vehicle. You're not going to like put bricks and things in it unless you're doing, a small amount and small loads. It's really not a work vehicle. It's more of a lifestyle vehicle, obviously. One of the things that's worth pointing out, though, a lot of people don't really need a pickup truck. They just get it because occasionally they might need to put something bigger in there. So this is the kind of vehicle that might work for those people. Rather than getting a pickup truck, this might actually be an alternative where occasionally you might need to stick your surfboards out the back, and you could do that with this vehicle. I actually think it's quite kind of practical, the fact that it has that back that can open or close. It'd be like an SUV or a pickup truck. It's kind of what the Cybertruck was meant to be. Remember, the Cybertruck was meant to have that mid-gate that would go up and down so you could turn it into an SUV. That's one of my favorite features that the Cybertruck was meant to have but didn't end up getting. Fortunately, you can get that feature now in some other vehicles, including the Silverado electric pickup truck in the United States has a mid-gate, which is awesome. I love that. So on the interior, it has a 15.4-inch floating central infotainment touchscreen, which can rotate left or right by 15 degrees to face the driver. I think that's a good idea as well. There's also a big heads-up display, which helps drivers with fewer distractions on the road. And that's the reason why you can't see a screen right in front of the driver, because it has quite a large heads-up display. The cabin has double-layered acoustic glass, making it quiet to drive on the road. I mean, it's an electric car. It's going to be quiet anyway. Then added this double-layer acoustic glass, and it's going to be really quiet. That'll be a really nice feature, I think. When is it coming to Australia? Well, apparently it's coming in Q3 of this year. So probably within, I'd say, 4 or 5 months' time. Deepal also said they're going to bring a cheaper electric SUV, cheaper than their existing SUV that you can currently buy. It's going to be called the S05, and it's coming to Australia at the same time in the third quarter of this year as well. So looking at the specs, guys, you can actually adjust the vehicle, the back, with one touch. You just press one button and it can transform the vehicle from being an SUV into a ute or a pickup truck. I think that's really awesome. Now, a few other features that I should point out that might be interesting to you include there's a full suite of advanced safety and driver assist systems, including the intelligent reverse auto driving, a spacious modular cabin with lounge-style luxury, double-layered insulated glass throughout the front of the cabin, active air intelligent grille that improves aerodynamics and battery cooling. That's a good idea. Dual zone air conditioning with automatic air circulation control through a PM 2.5 plasma air purifier, 360-degree Sentry mode monitoring, 29-inch heads-up display, and Napa leather. This thing's got actual real leather, which I've got to say I do like. I know some people don't, but I love real leather, so that's one nice feature of this car. It's so weird looking, guys. At the front, I think it looks quite good. At the back, it's not quite coherent for me, but I still really like this vehicle, and I think it is actually pretty good value considering the size of the battery, the size of the vehicle, and the standard level of specification in this vehicle. Would you consider something like this? I mean, companies are always wanting to know. If people comment in the comment section, they actually read it quite often. In fact, they often do read it. So let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. Is this something you consider? Does it need changes? Let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.